How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk about stocks and focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just make sure when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you are new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had maybe you had a stressful day. Maybe it was the market conditions. Well, you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. So here it comes. What did the paper say to the pencil? Right on. I know it's pretty corny. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is NNDM nanodimension. You guys know I'm very bullish when it comes to this company, and we ended up getting some big time news today. But before we get started, of course, I got to give you guys the agenda for this video, and of course, you can see timestamps down below as well. So the first thing that we're going to be going over is the catalyst. We're going to be going over it on their press release on the official nanodimension website, and then after that, we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the price action. We already know this stock does come with a lot of volatility, and we did see some volatility overall in the markets today. We're also going to be taking a look at the institutional ownership and is also the short interest info as well. Just by knowing this will give you a good idea in regards to what you're holding and why we see the price action that we've been seeing with this stock. So let's get into it and not waste any more time. So we're going to be going over the recent press release on the NanoDimension website. So NanoDimension acquires micromechanics 3D printing leader NanoFabrica. 3D deep learning will drive an AI distributed digital fabrication applications with ultra high precision with AME, additively manufactured electronics. NNDM, an industry-leading additively manufactured electronics provider, announced today that it has signed and closed a definitive agreement to acquire NanoFabrica Limited, a world leader in technology and turnkey systems for precise 3D microprinting or precision additive manufacturing. NanoDimension will pay the shareholders of NanoFabrica a total ranging between $54.9 million to $59.4 million. Out of that, between $23 million to $27.5 million will be paid in cash, dependent upon NanoFabrica meeting certain performance milestones and the founders of NanoFabrica continuing to work for a defined period after the acquisition. And approximately $32 million was paid in American depository shares of NanoDimension, approximately 30% of which cannot be sold for various periods of up to 24 months after the closing of the transaction. Certain cash payments will be based on NanoFabrica's revenue and gross margin performance in the next 12 months. NanoFabrica is a prominent player in the field of precision digital manufacturing. Its industrial additive manufacturing systems have an unprecedented micron resolution with ultra-fine features, details, accuracy, and precision, enabled by the innovative micro-adaptive projection technology. NanoFabrica brings the power of additive manufacturing to applications that require high precision, overlapping, and the typical target markets of NanoDimension: aerospace, aviation, high-end electronics, and automotive, medical, optics, research, education, and more. NanoFabrica's technology and machines are designed to enable digital mass manufacturing of precise and complex parts. With advanced hardware, software, materials, and a team of experts and industry veterans, they are positioned to potentially transform businesses through micro part manufacturing innovation. I will be putting a link in the description if you like to read the full press release, but that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, which I think is big for NNDM. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for NNDM nanodimensions. How did it do on the day? So it closed at $8.13 and then being down 1.22% overall on the day. We take a look on the lows. It tested $7.86, and then we also ended up seeing highs of $9.33. So the first thing that we want to take a look at and what I want to expect from NMDM is being able to hold up this area of support right here at $8. So that $8 level, you want to see that continuing to hold. You can see from the 200-day, it's right around that $8 level as well. So this is good to see. We want to see it riding on it. Now, when we take a look at the 21-day EMA, it's definitely looking kind of bullish here. So I'd love to see a move to the upside as the week progresses. But as we know, Joe Biden is going to be speaking tomorrow on Wednesday, so there should be a lot more volatility in the markets. Hey, that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I want to share. If we take a look now at the 100-day here at $8.22, if things in the market are looking bullish for tomorrow, I could definitely see NNDM coming back to this area and actually reclaiming it. But that will not happen unless we end up seeing that move to the upside. If we do not, then we're going to end up having a pullback. And what would happen in regards to price action if we get a pullback? So a level to look out for, which we tested today, is right here around $7.87, right? $7.86. We saw where it tested, but the 787 will definitely be interesting. If this area did ever end up breaking, then I would definitely be looking out to see how well 780 would hold, and then looking out as well to see how 760 would hold. If these areas do end up breaking, then definitely look out for this area here around 750, which I feel presents a great opportunity if you like to add some more shares to your position, or you're considering it to be exact. I have a long-term focus on this stock, so if I see it below 750, I feel that's a great place to add. So I know many are probably wondering, so why did we end up getting all of this selling pressure? I really do believe a lot of people were taking profits, especially as it got to the $9.33 high. You can see even when you go further out on this chart, there's some resistance right at $9. So that's part of the reasons why it got past $9, we ended up having some strong moves. So taking into consideration, there's a lot of people who are swinging this stock, also people who are day trading this stock. You're going to have these type of fluctuations. And then on top of that, there's a lot of short interest in this stock as well. So with all the weak hands and everything that I just stated, you end up having strong sell-offs just like these. But a lot of stocks ended up having some downward movements and some bearish patterns on the day. So this is something that I was not surprised about at all. But what we want to look forward to, like I said previously, is seeing how well NNDM can hold up this $8 level. And I want to see it get into that 100-day at 822 come tomorrow. So we're now on fintel.io, and we're going to take a look at the institutional ownership and as well as the short interest information for Nano Dimensions. In total for institutional owners, we stand at around 124, so quite a bit. So as we scroll down, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So as you can see right here, institutions are definitely looking bullish on NNDM. Even as we take a look as April the 26th, which was yesterday, we have some institutions that have opened up positions. In regard to the numbers, we have about 2 from Arcadios and as well as Wedbush. But for the most part, as we can see, even if we scroll back further, looking in the past, we definitely do see institutions are bullish on the long-term prospects of the company. So now what we want to take a look at is the short interest information. So as we take a look, and we have the date here of April the 27th, as far as short volume, we had around 18.9 million shares that were short. And if we take a look at the short shares availability, it stands at around 4.6 million. And if we look at the short borrow fee rate, it is at around 1.17%. So the borrow fee for anyone shorting Nano Dimensions is really not that high. It seems like the short volume ratio hasn't come out as of yet, but I will update you guys. But we could see from the previous day on April the 26th, it was as high as 21.75. So this is around 22. What does this mean? Anything above 21% definitely gives us short squeeze potential. So we end up seeing some serious moves in overall price action. So that's what I wanted to update you guys on in regards to the short interest. So for my final thoughts for NNDM Nano Dimensions, I like what I see. We already saw, as far as for the first acquisition of DeepCube, getting into deep learning, finding ways to actually improve the overall system, and also bringing expertise to their management team. We see with the acquisition of NanoFabrica, I like it because they're getting themselves more established in the 3D micro printing space. So taking this into consideration and how this goes inside of improving the overall Dragonfly system is what I feel shareholders really need to realize and they need to know. Yes, we may not be seeing any immediate impacts right now, but as far as looking into the future, the prospects are looking really good. If you're in Nano Dimensions and you have short-term goals, or maybe you might be going in for swing trades and day trades, pay attention to those support and resistance levels. You can benefit from it. But if you're the type of person where you're invested and you don't have a ton of patience, then I'm saying, you know what, this may not be the right play for you, because it is going to be coming with a lot of volatility and you're going to be seeing a lot of pullbacks, because like I said, this is a favorite amongst a lot of traders. For myself, I see the long-term potential in Nano Dimensions. They really want to solidify themselves as the leaders in the 3D printing space. So by bringing in these two acquisitions that have been recently announced, I definitely could see how this can benefit them long term, especially in the areas that they're working in. We already see that they have deals with the International Space Station. We already know as far as chips. Again, the list goes on in regards to the potential for NNDM and the markets that they can actually capitalize on. Another thing to realize, we know they've raised around 1.5 billion in cash, and guess what? They still have a lot more cash on hand. So even looking at the current prices of where it's at right now, I still do believe it's at a steal. You can get it in the $7 range. You can get it in the $8 range. We talked about it when it was in the $6 range. These are all great opportunities. Look out for the pullbacks, because again, this is common with NNDM. But as far as 5 years from now, I definitely do see this stock running up big time. I know many of you have different price targets, but for myself, I would not mind seeing NNDM actually get to $50 within the next 2 to 3 years. It could be happening sooner, but hey, that's my goal. That's my investment objective. And that's part of the reasons why I'm very patient when it comes to this play. We also do realize Kathy Woods from ARK Invest has a lot of conviction for Nano Dimensions as well. So just knowing this, taking this all into consideration, and also taking a look at the institutional ownership, there's many institutions who are bullish. But just keep in mind, there's also a lot of companies and institutions that are actually shorting the stock, because it is above the 21%, but it does open us up for getting that short squeeze. We already know Nano Dimensions can run really quickly, and it's one of the reasons why we talk about on this channel, always protect your profits. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be talking soon.